Good morning. Welcome back to the ranch. It's been a wild few weeks, but today we're gonna have a little fun. Let's get started with the single most awesome truck accessory ever. Well, I need fuel. This thing has been working. The Workmaster has been working. And I am no longer messing with 5-gallon cans. Here in Texas, it has been so hot. I mean, really hot. I mean, really hot. We've been 104, 105 every day. This area in central Texas hasn't seen any rain since, I don't know, late May. We're in August. I mean, it's really depressing. I wasn't planning on feeding hay in the summer again. I mean, last year I thought was a major outlier, but looks like I was wrong. So I made some modifications to the old Silverado to make this thing more helpful. One of those is I've always wanted a fuel tank on my truck because I hate 5-gallon cans. Ooh, ow. Oh, that sucks. I just rammed that bolt up underneath my thumbnail. Oh man, I hate that. Okay, here we go. Fuel pump on. This is the first time I've used the tank. And we've got a lot of tractor work left to do. Today, the rest of the weekend, I've got to somehow squeeze in a trip to Houston today. We'll figure that out as we go. Oh, look at that. Got my own nozzle. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, that is so much better than a 5-gallon gas can. Woo! Yeah, this tractor tends to eat a little bit of fuel. And when it does, filling with a 5-gallon gas can is just painful. Oh man, listen to that beautiful pour. I can't tell you how much easier this is than a 5-gallon can. Woo! I think that's the first time I've filled this thing like all the way to the top. Wow, man, that is awesome. And we shut off our pump right here. Try to do so without sending a bolt up in your thumbnail. And then the Doug at R&D Truck Accessories I love how he mounted my my handle here. You know, on the side of the cab versus up here on the pump, because it's just real ugly and kind of in the way. But I'm gonna roll up this hose. We're gonna get to it. Wow, okay, cool. Great way to start the day. Okay, freeloaders, what are you doing? It is really hot. They are not enjoying being outside, not even in the morning. Poor guys. So let's go park the truck, return to the tractor, and get back to work. I'll take it a little ride, show you why I'm a little bit depressed. So you look around, the only things that are green are oak, briar, weeds. There is no grass left. Not in the improved areas, not in the natural areas. It is just unfortunate. I've been feeding hay for a couple of weeks now. So, okay, I've got a rear hay spike with my pallet forks. I'm gonna see if I can just grab those pallet forks. Practice makes perfect. So if we learned anything from last year, I can't afford to dwell on all of this, because once again, things will be green. Once again, at some point, we'll have grass. This too shall pass, and beef prices will be sky high. Those last 6 boys I sold, the last year's calves, the steers and 1 bull, I think I averaged 12. I'll have to look at the video. It was 1,200–1,300 bucks an animal, where it used to be, I don't know, 500 or 600. So yeah, you're gonna pay a little more for beef. That's a fact. Overdrive. You know, it's funny when you have a severe drought and things start eroding, you get all kinds of crazy stuff that comes up. That's cow. It's not human, obviously. That's an old pelvis. There's some rib bones over there, jawbone. It's either a humerus or a femur. Not from any of my animals, but you know, I guess something died in the brush there some time ago. It was either buried or just left to decompose. While it's dry, there are a few things that I'd like to do. Number 1, break out the box blade and the bucket. Use the tractor to make all of these little ponds just a little bit bigger. But yeah, I can drag that out, add several cubic yards of water to this pond. Same thing over here. This one looks great. I think the reason you're still seeing water there is we dug it out so much last year when it was so dry. We just added room for so much more water, and we started the season with them full after some rains. And you know, to this point, we've still got a good amount of water, which is great. So I'll do the same thing again this year. Morning, Evie. Look at her. Pretty girl. All right, so why did I put the pallet forks on? We cannot afford to let this thing sit on the fence line any longer. I gotta work some cows. They need fly treatment. I've got to load one and take her in. The lame cow, unfortunately, it's been at least 90 days, 120 days. We've got no improvement whatsoever on that lip. She can't put any weight on that leg, so I have an appointment set for her, unfortunately. So before I drop this, I've got to do some measuring and see where I'm going to put it. Because ideally, I don't think this is going to be the forever home for the cattle working area, but it might be, I don't know. But I do want it to be convenient and not so makeshift. I don't want to put some cut gates in. So I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, stick with me. So when there aren't enough hours in the day, got to create some. I've got an hour and a half until I have to blaze a trail to Houston, and sometime in there I have to shower and like shave and all that stuff. And Houston is about 2 hours, so yeah, I'm gonna have this all together in an hour and a half. This is a Tarter sheeted sweep and alley system with the Series 6, Cattlemaster Series 6 self-catching head gate chute, squeeze chute. It's pretty complex. They recommend a crew of 4 to put this thing together. I'm gonna do it by myself with the Workmaster in an hour and a half. And I'm gonna do it backward. So instead of starting with the chute, I'm going to finish with the chute. Or so I think I'm going to finish with the chute. Hopefully we can make this happen. Woo! Okay, let's get it done. You know, I have no idea how heavy these panels are, but I want to show you what I'm doing. So, this is the sweep tub, right? So I've got to put these sheeted pieces on the outside to create the long tub where we push them into the alley, which will go to the chute, which is where we load and drive out the gate. Way up yonder, as we say in Texas. Whoo! But putting these things in place, this is why they recommend a crew of dudes to get this thing together. And if I did it right, I'll be able to get that on, and I've got about 16 feet here for a gate, for a cut gate. Oh, God bless. Okay, you gonna watch me strain my milk? Check this out. One down. See, we have a pin here and that preset pin there. You set on top of that and pin up there. Spider eggs. I'm hoping those are yellow garden spiders and not something less desirable. Now we have two more of those, one here and then one there, and we'll be done with the tub portion. Except I think we need to lift this backside too. Yeah, need to lift that about 4 or 6 inches. So we're making progress. Just have to finish up this little guy. See, these pins are a little tricky when you get toward the end because naturally it's going to be level when you have everything in place. So I've got to lift this as I go. Yes, fully intended on leveling this before I pulled it together. I was going to actually put in some road base and some white washed rock, but I'm gonna have to do that after it's in place. Unfortunately, these days I'm rushing through everything, which is never good. Don't do that. But what I want to show you is I'm just going to use the tongue of this fork to lift this guy just a little bit. Get that pin in place. Get that pin in place, and the tub will be together. The tub's the hardest part. This is where I'm so glad I have this guy. For one, that does not suck. Neither does the radio. The radio's kind of nice. But we are going to approach this thing nice and slow and just give it a little bit of a lift so I can get that pin in place. Right there. Okay. Now nice and slow. That's it. I think we've got it. Let's go take a look. That should do it. Yeah. Now, this pin is the last one, and finagle this thing. Oh, that is so satisfying. So unbelievably satisfying. Now the sweep system, the tub, is good. All right. The rest of this thing is so much easier. And how are we doing on time? Woo! 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We got this. Now to the fun part. This is how we adjust the alley size, these little guys. And surprisingly, you can move that entire alley, and each one of those panels, I don't know how much it weighs, but it's 200 plus pounds easy. Whew, okay. How are we doing on time? 15 minutes. I got this. And here's the cool part. So I can adjust the direction of this alley, and I want it to go right along the top of this little ridge. So I'm going to put that outer pin right there. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Okay, 10:30 this morning, came and went. Did I finish? Not quite. But the entire alley's put together. My battery died. I didn't want to take the time to go replace batteries because it was kind of a, you know, hurry up and get this done kind of situation. But we have the alley, which is fully adjustable. You can see from these doodads, you just pick it up, move it. It's really cool. It's a neat system. Sweep tub's in place. I'm gonna dump a bunch of dirt in here and just level all this the hard way, but yeah, in place. See my grease fittings here, that's all gonna get a nice little grease bath. We have plenty of panels to, you know, make a catch pin here, but tonight that dude is going on there. It is 7:35, made it to Houston back. Didn't get shot, which was nice. Houston's just crazy. It's a crazy place. All right, okay. Let's do this. I don't know if you can see this, but man, that sun is bright. And I think every speck of dust is just magnifying the sunlight. All right, now we're cooking with Crisco. It's gonna go slow and easy. So it's gonna be really nice. These cattle really need some ivermectin fly treatment. I want to go ahead and give them a little bit of a dewormer since they've been eating some of last year's hay first. And got to work them, right? So having this in place is critical. But you know, this time of year, a lot of people don't even think about it. They put on their long sleeves and their gloves and their hats and they go work cattle in the middle of the day or in the evening. They don't realize that metal has been baking in 105-degree sun all day and it's holding the heat. I mean, it's really uncool. You gotta wait till the evening, let that stuff cool off a little bit. These poor cows, man, can't catch a break. A lot of people question the inquisitive nature of cattle, but they're fascinated with anything you're doing that's different. So these guys are having a good time tonight. They're thinking, what on earth is he doing? So I think that last little nudge might have been all we needed, because those are looking good. That's what we need to line up, and I think we've got it. This pin is the last item in this entire system to go in place, and I'm being really careful not to pinch my hands here. Voila! Okay, time. Well, hour and a half plus 10 or 15 minutes. I took about 5 minutes to nudge this thing just a few inches because I didn't want to hit it too hard. I didn't want to put those forks in a bad spot. Wow, we are well on our way. Oh, check it out. That grasshopper has no idea what he's screwing with. That is a yellow garden spider. And here in Texas, they are huge, and they will eat anything that goes in their web. To include grasshoppers, to include wasps, bees, hornets. Dude, I guess you deserve what's coming to you if you're gonna hang out with him. Yeah, we're gonna have to blow this off. I don't want to kill these guys. They're good. They do a good job for us, getting rid of some of the undesirable bugs, but I just don't want them all over our stuff. All right. So looks like we are set. That's good. That's good. Let's see how the tub operates. What's up, Lizzo? Okay. Needs a little grease, but it's good. Just needs a little grease. Okay. Put a little dirt in here so you don't trip on that. What's up, guys? He is not excited. Says, I don't know about this. I just don't know. Whew. Well, think that's all I've got for the day. Plenty more to come. I've got to take one cow in on Tuesday morning. I'll bring you with me there. Tonight, I'll let you get back to your week. I've got to get back to work, but thanks again for joining us, and I do hope to see you next time.